Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we have finally gotten the full official images for all the Ninjago sets. It's not on the Lego store yet, so technically prices aren't right, but we basically have them. I'll try to remember them. If I get something wrong, that's on me, but I should be roughly the right price, because we do have the European prices, just not the American ones. Anyways, starting off, we have Lloyd's Dragon Mech Battle Pack. This is just a small little Dragon Mech similar to the Kai one. Comes with Jay, Lloyd, and a Loyalist. Very random why we've got a Loyalist. I'm not sure where Season 4 is taking us. Because half of this wave is focused on a lot of other stuff. But anyways, let's just continue. Mech looks very similar to the Kai one. Think that's a new cockpit piece, which looks kind of nice. Dragon Lloyd without the wings or tail. Cool thing is not Lloyd. Jay comes with the claws. So we didn't get those in the first wave, but we've got them in a few sets here, and it's just really nice to come in a cheap set. But yeah, not much to talk about this one. This I don't think I mentioned it. Retails for $9.99, so cheap $10 set like always. Let's go into some of the more interesting sets and the ones that will actually have some relevance to the story. So next up we have Kai and Cole's Combiner Vehicles. 394 pieces. I believe this retails for $39.99. Could be $49.99 actually. It's right here. No, it's $29.99. That's really good for 400 pieces. Damn. Comes with Cole and Kai, obviously, and then an ice monster, which is really cool to see. I really love the mold of that. We saw that in season 4, part 1. But yeah, looking at the vehicles, I really like the design of Kai's buggy. I know it's another Kai car, and I know this is our second Kai car in this wave alone as well. Cole's bike is it's alright. I mean, there's nothing special to it. I don't really, I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's just kind of mediocre. Cool thing is you can switch out the backs. Uh, it doesn't really change much. I don't think like visually, it just kind of changes how they look at the back, and like it works nice with like the coal bike because it turns it into a trike. And then I don't know, the one big wheel at the back is kind of nice with the Kai car. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this one. It's kind of mediocre in my opinion. Still looks nice. It's just not a crazy play feature, and I'll probably keep them as they are. But I think this is a good set. It's cheap. It's probably going to have some sort of relevance in the season. Comes with an ice monster as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, not much to say. Also, I forgot to mention this. Kai, Cole, all the ninja are just in their same ones from part 1, all their same outfits. So if you already have the outfits, there's no real like push to get certain sets. You'll just have to aim for some of the enemies. So like the ice monster, you might have to get this one because it's the cheapest, and then you might have to get like 2 other sets just to get all the enemies, or like 3. Either way, next up we have Zilvar and Grimtack. This is 232 pieces. I believe this retails for 19.99. Yep, 19.99. Comes with Kai in his dragon form and Nia. And in the dragon form, Kai gets his claws as well. And then we also have Zilvar, which is a new enemy, a white Tiger Tribe member. Comes with a big mace, which is pretty cool, and comes with the new hip attachment, which is a sheath for the sword, which is really cool. That also comes on a few other figures, especially in the legend sets, but we'll get to those. Grimtack, this little beast, is really cool. I really like the design of that. Just noticed the hinges on the back legs, like the ratchet hinges. It's going to be annoying for posability just because you can't really do much with it, but it's fine. It's a small set for kids. I think this will probably be the most important set to get because this seems to be one of the main villains for the actual season. Uh, yeah, that's about it. It's nice. It's a small set. Don't have much to say. Doesn't really have any play features. It just sort of exists. Next up, we have Wildfire's Transforming Dragon Mech. 821 pieces. I think this is $79.99. $89.99. Bit more expensive. But also, it's got the vinyl pieces, yeah, it's all right as a price. It's not the best price set, but I think it looks good for the size. Uh, Comes with Wildfire in a brand new outfit. I think there's a better image of that soon. Aaron in his part one outfit. Sora in a season three part two outfit still, which is crazy. An acid monster, Beatrix, and an ice monster. So I doubt we're getting anything with Beatrix in part two because we kind of dealt with all this already. It's just she didn't appear in the part one sets, and I think that was a really good thing about the design is not to spoil the final episodes. And like we can see the weapon of desolation in her hand and stuff. So I think at least with the Beatrix side of stuff, this is just sort of catch up for season four, part one, and then this wildfire mech should be other images of it. Uh, is going to be something new, and I'm very excited about it. We can see here how it transforms. You lift lift it up so it's standing on its hind legs. You can fold the wings in, fold the head down, and that brings up the cockpit. And then you can get the like the mech head over, and then just turn the arms and back into arms. Really, this looks really cool though. I like the transformation. I might keep it in dragon form, but we'll see. It's just very nice. Here we go. Figures. So yeah, we can see the new Wildfire. She's got new printing entirely, which is very exciting to see. New face print as well, I believe. Which again, very nice. She's had the same face print for a while. Comes with the sheath as well. So we've got one for the good guys. And then Beatrix, we can see here how like her body's more cybernetic. It's like the bottom half of her body we never saw in season four, part one, because it's merged in with the mech. But obviously, for a figure, they need to keep the body. So I think that's all just a random design. It has nothing to do with the actual story. But like, it looks really cool. I like this. I like the figures. Set could be a bit cheaper, but I do think it's nice. And I will probably try and do a comparison of the two Beatrix mechs because I was not expecting to get a second one. But yeah, going on to the final set for Dragons Rising Season 4 Part 2, we have the Land Bounty. This is a not it's kind of a remake, but it's like its own unique take on the Land Bounty from Season 11. Also, I forgot to mention, on all these box arts, there's been an icy background. We don't know what that is yet. We've had a lot of stuff get thrown out there. Like one of the books mentions the frozen wastes of Imperium, which would then explain like Beatrix and the elemental monsters still being here. But then also like we're done with that storyline. Like we don't want that. The one realm haven't gone to in Dragon's Rising is the Nether realm, which guess what has this icy texture, has frozen wastelands. Even when Zane wasn't the Ice Emperor, it was still a frozen place. And more specifically, we have a land bounty. Kai and Cole get their own like unique vehicles. The only thing missing is a Zane helicopter, but that came out in part one, the season four part one sets, and that was the only set. Like that was the only part of that set that actually showed up in the show. So maybe maybe, but we have no figures relating to the Nether Realm. But also, like then again, we didn't get Beatrix till part two of the sets, even though she was like the main antagonist. Either way, this is really cool. It comes with Dragonform Lloyd, Nia, Jay, Zane, the Fire Monster, and an Acid Monster. Lloyd again comes with the claws. We'll take a closer look at more specifically the Fire Monster out of everyone later. But more images of it. It's a very unique take. You can see how it's on that angle, so it's more slanted down, which is very interesting. I do like the design of this. Wait, I didn't check how much it retails for. It's what 1,200 pieces, and it retails for $129.99 in Europe. I think that's a fair price. Little bit expensive, could be a little bit cheaper. It doesn't have like cloth pieces or anything big that's really upping the price a ton, apart from like the big wheels. But it could be way worse for a essentially team vehicle because we've had some pretty bad ones recently. So I'm taking this as a win. That's not that expensive. It's just a little more expensive than it should be. I'll take that as a win. But yeah, I mean, it looks nice. It's a unique take. As we can see here, it splits off into three vehicles. So similar to the original Land Bounty, where it had like a vehicle that you could deploy inside of it, and then the top bit split off into its little like airship. You can do the same thing here, except we have the bottom turns into a bike and a buggy, which look really nice, considering it's mostly Technic. I like the buggy. I like buggies. That's just my thing. I kind of wish the front of it was a bit more detailed, but that's just me. And then the actual like airship, which is the bulk of it, looks really nice. I wish it was a little bit bigger, just so it would get a little more room. I think there's a image where you can get figures inside of it and have them sitting in there. But yeah, I don't hate it. It's not my favorite set of the wave. Legends is kind of taking that over, but it's still a nice set. I won't lie. Uh, as you can see here, just the same figures from earlier this year. They don't come with their armor for some reason in this set, but I think it's because they wouldn't fit in the buggy and they might not fit properly in the cockpit of the airship. There are no images here, but I've seen an image where you can see inside the like screen and you can fit figures inside there. So that's why I imagine Lloyd just has to have it because he's his dragon form. Comes with the claws. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but the fire monster looks really good. Same molded head as the ice monster, but in trans orange, black, and regular orange. Yeah, I mean he looks good. Very much like the show. Probably not going to have anything to do with season 4 though. We'll see. But yeah, you can see here how it kind of connects together. So the bike connects to the back of the buggy, I believe, and then that's the front of it there. I mean, it looks bigger than what like this image shows. That makes it feel kind of small, but this one makes it feel kind of longer than it is. I am excited for this one. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else special from these images. It's just more lifestyle images, which yeah, it looks decently big, which is nice. It definitely feels like it's 1,200 pieces just from images, but we'll have to wait until we get it in hand to actually check it out. Next up is finally getting to the legend stuff. This is some of the most exciting stuff, the stuff I'm really excited for. Our first set is Battle at the Dragon's Blade. It has 1,016 pieces. I believe it retails for $99.99. $89.99. Hell yeah, that's actually really good. This is the best part about Legends. It's actually like a pretty good price. To be fair, that sword build is taking up a lot of pieces. I can already tell. That's a solid like 200 pieces minimum in just the sword. That's lowballing it as well. Anyways, enough about that. This looks really good. Comes with a little mech for an Oni warrior, some regular kind of dragon. This is probably the worst of the legend sets, just because it comes with two very basic builds of a like it's like a $30, $25, $30 set on top of well, I guess $50 worth of display. But it looks nice. Comes with 4 figures, which we'll go over in a moment. Yeah, it's just more of the same. I think there's an image. There's just not an image. What you can do is you can flip these around. So like you can see here, Oni's on the on the sword hill and a tree, whereas this time it's the dragon on that one. Anyways, going to the figures, we have. I'm just getting their names so I know who I'm talking about. We have Jin, who's in the red and black. We have Mira in the light blue and blonde hair. Master Ivo, or Evo, in the white. And an Oni warrior, Oni general, Oni warrior. These are our new characters for Legends. So we only have 4 ninja. I want to say ninja. They are essentially ninja. So there's a lot of speculation on this. Oh, also, we have the official name. It is Ninjago Legends Duskfall. I believe that's in the descriptions of some of these sets. Could also change because apparently in some of the other descriptions it was Twilight. and then that changed to dust. I don't know. That's confusing. Anyways, so we have four ninja: red, blue, white, and black. Those four colors are the four main colors for our cast. The only difference is the blue is more of a light blue. However, Mira also has dark blue on her and a bit of like golden. Yeah, I guess they so does Jin. They both have a sort of golden texture to them. But it could just be the original four elements of creation. This could be in the first realm uh before the first Spinjitzu Master was created. That's why we're fighting Onis, and that's why they look different, because they haven't become pure darkness yet, essentially. That's how I envision them. And there's more to this that I'll talk about in another set as to why Mira might be lightning. But anyways, enough about that. You can see here, stuff can come off of it. You can just have the Mech and Dragon as its own thing. So if you don't want to display with everything on it, you don't have to. You can also take off the actual head off of the base, I'm pretty sure. But there's not a lot of point to that. Anyways, going on to the Twin Titan mechs. Already gone over this a bunch. 1,707 pieces, retails for 139.99. Still, really good price. Finishes off our Titan mech range. It comes with Kai, Nia, and Oni Warrior. However, here we can finally look at these two properly. We have Jin and Mira as well. Both of the sheaths. The thing about Mira, this is the problem. So she's supposed to be Nia in terms of like the alternate, like these are Kai and Nia's Titan mechs. However, they're also Jin and Mira's mechs, theoretically. So is Mira water or is she lightning? That's the confusing part. I still want to say lightning. There's a reason for this. I'll get to it. You've probably already seen it because I'm not going to be your first look at some of these sets. I imagine that you've seen other people's look at these sets. However, yeah, Titan mechs look nice. I'll get to the Mira stuff. Titan mechs look nice. You can switch out the arms. You can switch out the like jetpack things. Which I imagine those will be compatible with the Lloyd and Cole Titan mechs, which also have that feature where you can switch out the like backpack attachment. It comes with one stand, which is kind of sad. One of your mechs has to just stand there, the other one gets its own stand. It's still cool though. We've seen these images before, so I'm not gonna go over it too much. But it's a really nice set. Very excited for this. I'm going to try and get all my Titan mechs out, apart from like the original Lloyd Titan mech, because that just doesn't fit. But I'll have all 6 Titan mechs out, and I'll do a comparison for every single one. Nominate which one's the best. Obviously, we've got 2 against, like 2 together. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, going on to the final set, the Ultra Dragon Battle. 2,178 pieces, retails for $199.99. Pretty good price considering all the specialized parts, all the gold as well. Looks really cool. Comes with Jin, comes with Mira, comes with an Oni Warrior, and then we get our new figure, Nate, who's the black color scheme, very much Cole-esque. He's kind of got the thick eyebrows. You can barely see it, but I just noticed that. Anyways, before I talk about the actual set, here we can see okay, what the hell is happening there? We can see with Mira, she has a surfboard. What's coming off of that surfboard? Lightning. There's a chance this is lightning. There's a chance this is all the original 4 elements of creation before first Spinjitzu Master. That's a possibility. Or this is a future cycle, because, with Dragon's Rising, we've got the cycles now. It's either a past cycle or a future cycle where everything's sort of reset. Because that might be what cycles means. We don't know what cycles mean. We'll find out hopefully soon in Dragon's Rising. Or we don't find out at all. Who knows? Anyways, this looks very cool. Love the Great Devourer build coming out of the ground. I think there's no other image of the base, unfortunately. Kinda. You can see there how it's like built up coming out of the ground. You've got a Torii gate, or just a regular gate, could be just sort of sticking out the ground, tilted. And then you got the Ultra Dragon, which this time it's standing on its back two legs. I imagine you'll be able to pose it on all four legs. We'll have to wait and see. It does look really cool though. It has the four elements. Like again, we've got a fire head, a lightning head, an earth head. Why wouldn't we have actually? Yeah, a lightning head. Why would we have the four elements of creation on the dragon and only feature three of them plus water for some reason? That's just my thinking towards this. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for when this Legend series comes out. But yeah, this is a really cool set. I really like this. Definitely very weird. I think a lot of people are very mixed on this set. Definitely going to be an expensive set. Oh, you can see the poster here as well. That looks really cool. I want to see if I can find the other posters real quick. You can see the poster down in the corner for this one, and then you can see it off to the side, the top side. So yeah, all these ones will come with posters again, obviously. Very excited for those. They'll sit up very nicely with my other Legends ones. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Prices could change slightly. So don't guarantee on the prices. They could be slightly cheaper, they could be slightly more expensive in America, just because tariffs and all of that nonsense. But in 1 month from now, I will be hopefully reviewing every single one of these sets. May come a little early. Yeah, very excited for all of these. And then obviously, I'm not talking about it in this video because I've already talked about it before. We have the X1 Ninja Charger coming out, so there's that set. Not very special, to be honest. Still a set coming out in the summer. I don't know. Let me know which ones you guys want to see first. I'll say that again on my whole video, because I will be getting all of these sets, hopefully, on the 1st of June, as they come out on the 1st of June in in Australia. However, these will be coming out 1st of August in America, so still got a bit of a wait for you guys, unfortunately. But yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys in a video soon, if not probably in these reviews. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.